and you did not even realize.
No, fuck that, man. There's no fucking plan. No way.
I'm gonna get my fucking intro, and you don't have a thing to say about it. You don't have a thing to say about it. Do you see who's on the panel right now?
Yeah, who's on the fucking panel? Just because you guys from fucking Tuesday think you're gonna come here?
Hey, dude, you're by yourself right now, dude.
Brian,
you're outnumbered.
Brian, break. You gonna let this fucking guy do these guys do this, man?
I'm sorry. Let him know, bro.
I don't know, man. Dust. I kind of like these guys, and I'm sick and tired of getting fucking rock rolled all the time.
There you go.
My voice needs to be heard.
There you go.
What do you fucking? There's no way. There's no way.
You know what else? I'm tired of eating wings.
There's no way.
I'm fucking tired of wings too.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all that shit.
Listen, tell him how you feel, Brian. Tell him how you feel. He's telling you how he really feels.
So the whole fucking time, this was the plan?
Yes, it was.
It was gonna happen.
We're taking over ETR. This was the master plan from the beginning. Brian was a mole. Brian was a mole from the beginning. Dude, we're here to take over Tuesday. We're here to take over
Tuesday.
Listen. Yeah, that was your first mistake. All right, your second mistake was letting him on Mondays because he dissected you guys one by one. Where's James? All right, he's been gone for months, right? James been gone for months.
Jay Roos is gone.
Jay Roos, who's he?
Where's Chris?
You know, fuck
Chris
this,
ain't
man.
here.
Fuck this. There's no way
Where's
this is fucking go down.
Where's
no way
Harvey?
It's fucking going
You're
down.
gone.
I'm not letting it fucking go down. You know what?
Over.
All right,
we're taking over. Let me get my intro out. Let me get my fucking intro.
Whatever. All right, whatever. Mr. Tuesday.
All right, guys.
Whatever.
Welcome.
I'll show you the fuck what's going on. Yeah, we'll see. Enter the realm. Hey, party people, they ain't fucking shit.
You ain't got no one to call. You ain't got no one.
Nothing. What?
No.
What now, motherfuckers? What now? What now?
What now?
Did I hear someone say they're spitting in the face of loyalty and the R.O.C.? Is that what I heard, Brother Dust?
Yes.
What have you done? What have you done, Jose? You're going to make me come out to the boogie down with the big gold, and we're going to throw down. And you, $5 for $1, Mr. Wall Street. Woo! Dave, brother, you and I going to walk that out.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
Last but not least, Brink.
Yo, you come on my show, call yourself a wrestler? What's that?
What's causing all this? You, Brink, Googleizer. We're going to take you back. We're going to chop you. We're going to scratch you. We're going to knock you down back to the days of Yahoo and AOL Messenger, brother. And that's how it's going to happen one time. What is causing all this, Dust?
I told you, motherfuckers. Now what?
Hey, now what? Two guys from Jersey, got two Puerto Ricans from New York. What's up?
Detroit.
Man, go back.
Breaking the mold. Now we're breaching the Monday. That's what it is. We're breaching the Monday.
No, you're not breaking the realm. You're not breaking the realm. You're not entering the mold. You ain't doing shit. You're going back over to fucking Tuesday. Now, fuck
that terrible Tuesday and you're out.
Get the fuck out.
Guys, we weren't ready. Guys, we weren't ready for this. We weren't ready. Let's go back to Tuesday night.
Security. Dust, get security. Where are they? Get them out of here.
All right.
That's one.
Gotta be out.
Whatever, bro.
See ya. One bitch.
Say so.
Two bitch. Three bitch. Four. Brian, you're out too, man. You got booted. You're done.
Hey, the hell with you,
You're finished.
Fuck you.
That's right.
Fuck you, man. Punk.
We got this.
Yeah. Wings your ass.
Yeah, wings.
Yeah, buddy.
We got that.
Trying to come over here and take over fucking Monday night.
Girls, come on Monday night. Let's go.
Shit.
That's right. All right then. Yeah.
All right. Now what the fuck do we do?
I mean, there's two guys. It is Jersey.
All right. I guess. Okay. Well, hey, guys, welcome to Two Guys from Jersey.
Hey, what the fuck? Hey, what's causing all this?
I guess, they're trying to come here and fucking, try to take over our fucking Monday night spike. Fucking think who the fuck. Can you believe Brian Brink's been a mole the whole time? He's been
How could he?
Just to fucking take over with those bums?
It's always the nice guys, man.
Man, I should fucking learn. I'm always getting fucked in this shit.
It's terrible. Is Pinkerton going to be okay? I mean, I heard they took him out with the lead pipe. And
and they fucking took. This is why Pinkerton's not on, Jisk isn't on, and Dan. They fucking planned the whole big fucking takeover. This bullshit, man.
Where's Doug Dillinger in security when you need him? I'm ready to call Jack Tunney. I don't know.
This is unbelievable. And the whole thing, Brian was the guy to fucking do this from the beginning, man.
Who would have thought Brian?
I knew it. I knew he stunk.
How could he do that to all the little Brinkalizers out there?
I don't know.
wearing the shirt, wearing the hat, chanting, brink.
These kids are crying right now, man. Crying.
I mean, the fuck?
All right. I don't know.
Well, there's like toys and stuff. I mean,
yeah, we could talk about toys, I guess.
Got a couple. I mean, it's like some stuff behind you and such.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
I don't know.
Nice hairdo.
Like that. Use a lot of gel though. It's kind of a pain in the
ass. Welcome back, guys.
Woo! You know what?
Welcome everybody to Enter the Realm.
The realm's been entered.
The Realm of Collectors video podcast. Yeah, we're down a couple of guys, and we decided to do a little fun for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The invasion, the big takeover from Tuesday night. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for hanging out, and hey, thank you guys for playing along, man. That was pretty fucking funny.
I couldn't stop laughing. I know. Sorry, Jose, you're pretty good. I give it to you. And Brian came up with some stuff fast, but I was just dying. I couldn't take nobody serious.
Brian said, "You know what, Dust? I'm tired of fucking wings."
I used to do this, boys. You forgot.
I had nothing for that, man. I had nothing for that. I'm like, yeah, you don't like fucking wings now? I'm like, stick to the script. Stick to the script. Speaking of scripts, the big long script. Pull up a chair at the cool table with like-minded podcast called Enter the Realm, Shattercast Uncut. First time doing this. Nerd Rage Radio. After 3 years, I said, fuck it, it's time to take the helm. Plaster Fanatic, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox, Building Up to It, Fresh Communication, and that fucking show, Breaking the Mold, on Tuesdays.
We are taking over.
Shout out to the Cobra Law family. New music from Nathan Haskell. Look out for Python Patrol and Python Patrol and the newest out Cold Slither 3 album. I'm sorry, I'm doing like 3 things at once here, guys. I'm trying to keep my my head here. Don't forget, send the What's in the Fucking Box and Shelf Life videos too.
Enter the realm.com. Sorry, break.
At robot.com.
Fucking rolled.
Robot. You got Rick rolled and roboted. Don't forget to join the Facebook group, Realm of Collectors, Realm of Collectors on Instagram. And don't forget to go and give this podcast a 5-star rating because that's what every motherfucker out there is doing.
And fuck J. Ruse.
Yes. This episode of Enter the Realm is brought to you by Agabucks. Agabucks is the official e-tailer of the Realm of Collectors. Visit agabucks.com today for all your masterpiece and third-party needs. $5.95 flat rate shipping, free shipping on orders over $150, price matching on other online retailers. It's called Agabucks, baby. Agabucks. Same as cash reward system. So visit agabucks.com for details. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to Agabucks. And Crashbox Customs is the official Mezco supplier of the Realm of Collectors. Visit Crashbox on social media for all your Mezco 112 needs. Mention Realm when ordering for a surprise gift.
Realm.
That's it. That's the intros, and I'm out. No. But thank you guys for joining us. My name is Dust Mites. Some of the guys couldn't make it tonight, so I asked these fine gentlemen to join us, and we had a little fun in the beginning. If you're just hopping in now, you better go back and watch the intro because it was pretty darn funny. So coming up on my Google Hangout screen, I'm trying to follow what everybody does. To the left, to the right, the Googleizer, the trader, the mole, the Brinkalizer. Brian.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Fucking don't get a 4-day work week this time. Fucking that sucks. But I'm happy to be here with you guys. Fucking chop it up. Do some banter. Do some
awesome,
man. Do some thunder thieving. All that shit.
Coming up next, straight out of the rafters, just like Sting, the one, the only, Rolling Steel.
Woo! What's causing all this? Good to see everybody.
Man, thank you, man. That was fucking awesome, bro. Awesome. If you had enough time, you could have got the black and white face makeup. But I think the Ric Flair thing was fucking brilliant, man. All right, next up, the one only, the Energon, the addict to my Energon. Energon Addict. I'm not witty with the name calling in the beginning.
What up? What up? What up? Happy Monday, everybody.
Welcome to the Monday show. Welcome to the Monday show. And last but not least, the smooth, mellow type of fellow with the voice that'll put you to sleep if you drink 25 fucking beers and do a show with him. The one, the only Hurricane BX or Hurricane Box or Hurricane Brunch.
I forgot all the adjectives that Nate was spouting out on that episode of Welcome to the Terradrome. He was good. He was good that night. He had a lot of them. What's up, guys? Thank you for having me here on Monday nights. Really, really appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Awesome, man. That's fucking great. And I guess we're going to go around and do it one more time. A little segment here on Enter the Realm we like to call What'd You Get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got. Is it my turn?
Yes.
That's right. I got some powder primes. That's it is powder.
Powder
primes,
prime.
right? Got some Nova Star action from Amazon. It's fine.
He was very quick with that.
Yeah, it's nothing to write home about. But it completes the fembots. Well, at least it did until that Nautica chick showed up, but I guess she doesn't count. So I mean, she's just a blur.
Special box edition versions do not count.
I thought I saw that MMC was putting one out. But I did find something else. I actually got it a long time ago, but I think it was in a hangout last week or the week before. I was digging through over here, looking through some stuff in my room, and I happened to find a brand new Hobby League Japan box that was never opened. And,
wow. How the fuck does that happen?
I don't know.
How the fuck does that happen?
But
how do you just not open shit? You order shit, it arrives, and you just don't open.
Dude, I just pile shit in this room, and then Dave knows how it is.
First world
I know.
problems. First world problems.
Yeah. And anyway, what was in there is this Monster Arts Godzilla.
Nice.
And
cool.
I bought this.
That's like one of the original looking Godzillas before they made him look like a cat.
Yeah,
like a big fat back cat.
And so I picked this up, believe it or not, way back in the Pacific Rim, craze, because I thought it would go good with the Jaegers or whatever. And it does.
Oh wow, that thing looked a lot bigger when it was up front. I think that's a pretty big fucking Godzilla. That thing is like, is that 3 3/4?
Something like that.
What was the date on the invoice when you opened the box?
Oh, I don't know. I have to dig it out, but I'm sure I bought it back in May or something.
Coming to the next NJCT table.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. That's it for me.
That's it for you. All right, Rolling Steel, what did you spend some of that extra cash on this week?
Well, other than my soon-to-be ex-wife's attorney, shout out, we've got the DC Collectibles Black Manta. He's brand new in the line.
Whoa, he's just Manta now.
Yeah, he's just Manta. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Uh-oh, DC police.
Watch it there.
It's pretty badass, though. I mean, got the extra articulation. He's got the detail.
I wasn't big with DC, but I always loved fucking Black Manta. Whenever whenever he was on the Super Friends, I was like, that voice that he had on the cartoon was always always dope.
Fuck him up though, and then the new movie, I'm sure he'll.
I'm having some high hopes for it. What I see, it looks pretty good.
You just want to see Jason Momoa. I know you do.
Yeah. Who?
Is that right? Is Jason Momoa? Did I get that right? Jason Marshmallow.
You got it.
I got it. Don't try to make me feel.
Oh, that's Aquaman?
That's Drogo, bro.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Aquaman?
That's right. He's the man. And I got SH Figure Arts. I missed out on this the first time. I don't know why, but I got Farm Boy Luke. He's pretty badass.
Oh, nice, man.
It's a great figure, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful figure. So,
what's your experience with like fig arts? Have you picked up a lot of fig arts pieces in the past?
Yeah, I have. I've got a couple, and I have to say I love them all. They've got Mafex coming up from the behind pretty quickly, but they still have the edge, I feel.
Nice.
Darth Maul's the favorite, and we've got what is it? Revenge of the Sith Anakin is due next 2 weeks.
Very soon.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got Jose in the Jisk role here of the question.
That was all part of the plan. Though.
Let me get another couple of these.
Well, I was just gonna say, I kind of heard slur in there. I'm like, I'm on beer 2 right now. What drink are you on? I told you I was going to be good tonight. So you could hold on, take the wheel. Dave, what did you get? Did you buy any more Ewoks this week?
No, unfortunately, there are no Ewoks for me to buy. But I picked up. I spoke about it. on Breaking the Mold. There's
on Tuesday nights, 8
Fuck
p.m.
that show.
on
Fuck
the Realm
that
Collectors
show.
YouTube channel.
Not anymore. It's not.
there's an
you're on Wednesday at 3 a.m. now, buddy. Reruns, bitch.
So there's an anime that I watch. It's called My Hero Academia, and there's a character, the main character of the show. Figma came out with a toy for him, but I guess it was a very low run, and they sold out of him pretty quickly. So the figures go between $300 and $400 now on eBay. Ridiculous amount of money for like a $60-$70 toy. They came out with the knockoff, and I said, for $23, I'll check it out. And it's pretty. I mean, for what it is, it's cool. It looks just like the Figma. The joints are pretty good. This is it. In case you guys are wondering what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's the Ben 10 Alien Force.
No, it's not. I can see where you're coming with that, though. Yeah, but I'm happy with it. I mean, it's a KO, so it's not perfect. It got some paint blotches and shit on it, but I wasn't paying $300 for something else.
Damn, that's what the original piece goes for.
Yeah, I mean, scalper price because you can't find.
Yeah. Oh, because you can't find it like that.
Damn.
Right.
I wish my Figma Link was going for $400.
Yeah,
$25.
Keep wishing. Keep wishing. That it?
Yeah, that's it, man. It's slow. I've been working on the room, so I've been spending money on that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to come live from the new room tonight.
I don't have a chair.
What are you sitting on?
I have my dining room chairs that my wife won't let me take upstairs. That's for sure. So
Okay.
I have a stool that I could be sitting on right now, but I'm so short that my legs will be hanging from it. I feel like I'm gonna fall off the whole time, and I'll probably be like looking over the whole show.
You know what they call that? They call that Dom repellent. If you don't have a chair in your collection.
Yeah, if you don't want Dom coming over to your house, take all your chairs out immediately. He'll come in. If you don't want him to stick around, he'll look around and be like, "Yeah, Dust, I gotta go." You could have did some floor time, a la the deluxe ballroom there.
Yeah, I didn't want to
lay on that.
In case my audio wasn't that great up there, I didn't want to do that to you guys.
All right, it's fine. We get it. We get it. She made you take it all down. You brought it all back. We get it. We get it. All right, Hurricane BX.
All right. Just like the Brinkalizer, I did get Nova Star. Shout out to Amazon.com. Came a few days earlier than expected, than the original shipping notice. And it's fine. And
that's it. Amazon has a return policy. That's a very easy 30-day return. They don't ask questions. You see the shit I send back.
No, it's fine. I'm just being a completionist when it comes to this line, picking it all up. And I've liked what I've seen from the upcoming Siege stuff too. But so that's it. I'm not picking up a lot of things. I do have some stuff in my pile of loot that I haven't shipped yet. I'm just gonna let them hold it as soon as possible because it's free storage.
Yeah. And you can also change your mind. Can you change your mind with the pile of loot? Can you take anything out?
You could cancel, but you don't get your money back. You will get store credit. So if you want something else, then that's cool.
I guess that's worse. That's better than getting caught with something that you really change your mind on.
Yeah.
You got some
and it's nice it's nice that you have the option in case you do change your mind.
Yeah, I know that some guys have fucking shit in their pile of loot for like a year or so. Really?
Yeah, I think they shortened the window to like about 6 months or so. So last time I logged in, it says you have 41 days to ship this, and you have 89 days to ship this.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it this way: think about all the shit that these guys are getting stuck with because guys are changing their minds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great concept. It's a great idea from our standpoint, but not from them. Think of all the old stock that they're sitting on. And if someone's holding it for 6 months and the figure's not hot anymore, and they're already sitting on 35 in the warehouse, well, now they got an extra 5 because 5 people don't want it anymore,
Now, what if they put it on sale? Do they give you a reduction, or it's just you're screwed? What it is, what you put it in your pile of loot?
No, you whatever you paid. Like, so even if they put the stuff on there,
really,
you were in already. Yeah,
that's shady, man. And then again, what are you gonna do? Of course, you're gonna say, "I don't want this. I'm taking it out of my pile."
Yeah.
But
But usually,
put it right back.
Usually
on a different pile.
Usually, it's very rare that any kind of like new stock that you would have had and bought, like, it wouldn't go on clearance like that quick, or even like on a sale. You might get lucky, but it's just generally that's not.
I'm sure that shit wouldn't happen with Agabus.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely won't.
Agabucks, you know.
So that was it for me. I'm just trying to be smarter with my disposable income and get the things and pieces that I really want. So it's going to be slow for me, like over the next couple of months. You know, but hopefully it means more quality than quantity. So we'll see. If it's more powder primes, I know you guys are going to give me shit. So
yeah, you got to. I mean, it's your money. You buy whatever the fuck you want, but you know, we can always fuck around a little bit, and it's not going to hurt you.
Dave spends all his money on Ewoks, you know, what the fuck?
He's fucking, you know, and that's just, and then what he gets from the Ewoks after night, you know, a special club that he goes to, Furries Club, you know,
Furry.
The dudes on Tinder.
Yep.
That's like a code on Tinder. #yubnub.
Oh shit.
So that was it for me. What about you, Dust? You get anything new this past week?
Oh, thanks for asking, as they say. It's weird. I'm never in this position. Absolutely nothing. I got a new pair of sneakers. I got some nice Air Monarchs for work.
Nice.
Air Monarchs. But yeah, man, you know, I kind of blew load with that program and the new MIDI controller, and really nothing I really want. I'm out of the Marvel Legends game, so what the fuck else am I gonna do?
You're out. I saw you posting shit, right? Like you're out. You're done. So not even trying to do the Fantastic Four, no more Sinister Six.
They're sold.
Done.
So what made you do that? Like, why?
They've been in a box for a year. Since I've been in this apartment now going on a year. And they've been in a box. I haven't really displayed them, other than that one time you guys came up for that big party that I had. I just put them out just to put them out. They've been sitting in the package. Every time I buy them, just sitting there. And then you start calculating. You're like, I'm not going to do nothing with this. Marvel Legends, for me, they're very hard to display. I'm not going to put them in here because I decided this room is just going to be dedicated to Transformers. This whole room is just going to be a Transformers-based room. So I kind of got too much crap all over the fucking house already. I was thinking of ways to display them, and just nothing was working for me. I really didn't dig it. I really had to dig deep into my pocket to get certain figures that I wanted to complete this shit, even though I know they might complete some of the things that I want to redo them years later. So I just said, you know what? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing with them. And when I lived in my old place, what do? They sat in a box there too. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I realized I started really thinking about it. I love them. I love the characters. I love the looks. I love the way they're going, you know, going back to the old school stuff. It really fucking hits that comic tickle. But it's just, I think it's the one thing that I could go out and look for. There's nothing that I like that I could go to the store, the thrill of the hunt, try to find it, look on the pegs. Without this, there's nothing. There's nothing I want to go into a store for. Of course, I will for my friends, and I'll continue to hunt for everybody else. But for me right now, to me, it was just a waste of money. A waste of money, man.
But you were almost done with the Fantastic Four. You just need the thing. You could have hunted for it.
Yeah, and why? Why do I want the Fantastic Four? Don't mean shit to me. Yeah, I read it as a kid. I read it as a kid. It wasn't like my X-Men or things that really.
You don't love it, yeah. It doesn't resonate as much as X-Men.
You're like the first family people keep talking about, and they're so important to the real Civil War and
you know why
Fantastic Four is hard, man.
You know why I wanted it? Because it was Walgreens exclusives and they were really hard to find. So I had to go to my Walgreens 6 times a week and waste gas and waste my time.
But I thought you were going to display them with your comics from.
No, dude, I did love that aspect of your display, like having the figures up with the comic books and shit like that. Like, that was cool.
I'll still do that with the selects I have. You know, I'm not getting rid of my selects. I'm keeping my Uncanny X-Men selects, and I'm keeping my Deadpool, my Cable. I'm gonna put it with there, and then when the plan is in the living room in the corner is gonna be like the comic corner. I'm gonna put up some ghost shelves there, but selects are a little bit bigger. They're a little bit more bulkier. They have better presence on a shelf other than the little Marvel Legends. You know what I mean? Look from across the room, you could see a fucking select on the shelf.
I hear you.
And they're really not that much bigger, but they have that presence.
They do. They're like more detailed. Like I'm actually surprised that some of those things went for $20 and $25. I'm like, these and not posable at all compared to Legends, but the look of them. It was like, wow, this is incredible.
Some of them you just
note to self: keep an eye out for Marvel Select Fantastic Four for Dust. Got it.
No, it's all good. And the one thing about like Selects, like I said, there's a presence to it, but sometimes you just had to try to get them to stand up and walk away very slowly, and don't go to that side of the room again. Wookie, get down! Don't fuck with that, you know.
I saw you already, Dust. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Did you sell them all already?
I sold most of my sealed ones. The only sealed one I have left is the Tiger Stripe Wolverine.
Right.
And I have Lucy's. I have Green Goblin. I have Punisher. I have Pizza Spidey. I have Wolverine, the brown suit Wolverine. I think maybe Mysterio I still have, but he's not sealed. He's open. But all I did was take one picture of him, so it's pretty much. That's pretty much it. And the only other one I have is my Toy Biz one that I bought from Gary at NJCC. But I'm just going to keep that and put that on the wall. This is just going to be some wall art. You know what I mean? So, other than that, man, one thing that I hate, it kind of miss is I'm going to be missing the something to look for. Mm-hmm. And I think with these lines, dwindling down to like you got your Star Wars, you got your Marvel, you got your Transformers, then what? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, Dust, why don't you sell your MPs and you could go hunting for powder primes?
And what's funny is if you guys remember a while ago when the Combiner War stuff first came out, I went out and I bought the first waves.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is great because you know why? I didn't want them. I wanted to walk into a store and pick something off the shelf and say the gratitude of I got them.
Mm-hmm.
I had them for my vacation, and what did I do? The day I was done with vacation, I sold them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the same with the Titans Return. That's why you coined it Titans Return.
Mm-hmm. That was it. The Titans Return stuff. Yeah, that was it. Titans Return. That's when I came up with the hashtag Titans Returned.
Yeah. What are you trying to stick with now? Are you just going to stick with trying to just fill in the pieces of your masterpiece collection and get out of everything else?
Yeah, right now there's no. Yeah, right now that's probably the way it's looking. Unless something like that Playmates Voltron that came out, that was a curveball. I really enjoyed that piece. I bought that old school Lion Bot. Things like that. That is like the money that I spent on Legends. I said, oh yeah, one day I'll get that Lion Bot. Well, the money I spent on those Legends, I could have bought it 4 times over.
Yeah.
And that piece really means something to me from my childhood. And I didn't buy it because I was spending my money on this fucking shit. You know what I mean? And once you think about that and you take a step back and be like, you know what? Pull the trigger on that, get that, and get rid of this. It just makes perfect sense for me. It's moving to the next level. It's graduating, of course, until the next thing comes out. And I wish I had the passion like some of you guys do for the Mezcos and the fucking the Astro Bots and all these other lines that you guys are the Mythic Legions and all that stuff that you guys are getting into. I really wish I had that passion, but right now I'm just content with my Transformers line and just that's it, man. Right now I'm just fucking happy with that, man.
It's similar because I kind of went through the same thing. Like I remember I had a fever when I was buying a shitload of Marvel Legends, and I went in a whole bunch on those DC classics line, because it's the modern version, the modern toys of these characters that you love from the comic books and stuff. But have you found? I know I personally found that I had them, I enjoyed them, but it's almost like I don't need action figure representations of the characters like I love from comic books. Like I feel like I find myself buying Transformers and enjoying that more than having like a Flash figure or a Superman figure because there's just so much out there. So are you finding something similar where you just like I like the Transformers more as far as like the collecting, so I don't need to have like this or that besides like you said like the Voltron that you picked.
Well, that's what drew me back into this. I mean, back in the day, Steel Kaseya, I was collecting everything from Power of the Four, and you guys saw from the collection I sold at NJCC from Power of the Force to I had the full animated Spider-Man line, the old Toy Biz stuff. I had the full line, every variation Spider-Man, every color variation, the 2 different rhinos, the fucking all that bullshit, man, all that shit, and it just, I was a big collector back then, and it just got out of it, and it started concentrating more on music, and just that part of me left. And out of nowhere, this fucking blame this cocksucker that's here right now. But it came back in.
I remember seeing some old like posts from you on Instagram, like even at the same time I started getting back into the Transformers and third party stuff, and you were like, dude, I saw this third party, you know, Soundwave. I saw this third party like Megatron, like, you know, and the fever was there. Like it just brought us back in.
It took a family party. I forgot exactly what it was, but I went over to Steele's house and he showed me MP10. And I said,
yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And that was it. And then I won that one big lot, my first big lot on eBay. It was MP10, MP01, that the two Hasbro the Walmart Thundercracker, the Walmart
Starscream was in there?
No, the
Hot Rod was in there?
It was MP09 Hot Rod. It was Thundercracker and Skywarp, MP01, MP10, the Rodimus, I said, a bunch of alternators. And I think I won it for like $400. It was like 4 and change, like 407 or something like that shipped. And I gave the alternators to Tattooed Devil, and that just got me. That just got me into it. And then I remember after that, my next purchase was Hegemon. It was the best looking Megatron that I ever seen. And then I found out about the Chug Scale, the Generations. And I said, I was like, you didn't tell me about these.
Yeah.
And then he told me, he's like, yeah, they got a bunch at clearance at Marshall's. I ran right to my local Marshall's and I bought whatever they had. They had the Reveal the Shield line there, and I bought it and I brought it home. And I'm like,
that was the beginning of the realm of enabling.
Yes. Right from there, it was right back into the fiction, right back into the cartoons, right back into the comic books. It was buying. I was buying every Transformer fiction I could find, like used, anything on Amazon, anything on eBay. I was even buying like trade paperbacks of the UK comic. I just I was watching the episodes over and over again. I was like full blown into it.
I know this story, Dust. I've heard it.
Yeah,
I've lived it.
Yeah. And then something came down the wire on eBay one day, and I was like, "Yo, you see this?" It was Quake Wave. And I remember we were at again another holiday at your house, and we both hit the button at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we really gonna spend $130 on a toy? Like, fuck yeah. So we both hit the button, and it was Agabucks.com. It was
that was the beginning.
That was the beginning, was Agabucks.com. So
that's actually kind of like a cool thing to throw out to everybody that's listening and watching the chat. Like True Starscreamer said, for him it's been the opposite of what we're talking about. Like Marvel Legends for him has been his passion as of late. Sure. So maybe that's something we should throw out to the chat. Like, what's your focus in collecting right now? Is it Transformers? Is it something else? Have you got out of another line because you wanted to stay focused on this line?
Your passion line, your passion, your go-to right now. Yeah. And I remember I got a big, and this is after Wookiee was in the house. We just got Wookiee, and I got my first big package in the mail, and it was a Quake Wave, and it was MP Soundwave, which was put on the back burner for how long, Brian? Wasn't it supposed to come out for Christmas? It was a Christmas gift. Yeah, right. I didn't think I got it until months and months later, but then it was crazy, man. It was a maniac. Packages were coming every fucking day, and third party just started, and I was buying like,
that was the golden era.
Oh man, it was so much fun. I mean, it sucked because I was spending a lot. Well, I had two incomes at the time. I was making decent money, and I had nothing else to fucking spend my cash on. So I mean, I was scurrying Instagram and then the boards, and buying shit eBay, and of course Brian Steele was like my captain through all this, and then it kind of then it was like he was like my soft master, and then all of a sudden I started getting my ninja skills up. Did you see this? I was like, did you see this? He's like, what's that? Well, this is such and such made by Super Such. And he goes, how do you know this? I said, yeah, I come home and I watch video reviews for 6 hours a day.
6 a.m. every morning on Instagram. There would be Dust. Boom.
all the new shit. All the new shit. I would be posting, like, I used to be the news guy on Instagram. The news guy. You know, everybody posts the news when it first came out. I was that guy in 2012, man. So,
so Brian was the one. Rolling Steel was the one that was opening those rabbit holes from the very beginning. Like, hey, look, they got this. Hey, they got this.
Me back in. And you know what? I don't regret it because of the feeling that it gives me. And I know we've all heard the story about how, you know, this show came out at a time and I didn't have much as a kid and I wanted this and I wanted this and I couldn't have it. And what I did have was special to me. So when I'm older now, it's like I could go back and finish what I wanted as a kid, but on a different level, of course, you know what I mean? On an adult level, I could go back and do a G1 collection if I want to, but the toys wasn't the toys that were a big thing. The cartoon was a big thing for me. The toys were kind of like a side dish. It was an extra because I didn't have many, you know what I mean? And when I did get one, I was like, ooh, this is cool. But I could always relate back to the cartoon because the cartoon didn't cost me money. You get what? Does that make any sense to you? Exactly. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
So for my passion for it was the cartoon and it was the comics to me. So, you know, so yeah, of course, you know, a lot of these guys are like, oh, G1. You know, I would like to have a G1, or you know, I would like to cherry pick the G1 line, like get it like an original Optimus, an original Megatron, and maybe a Soundwave, and I'd be kind of cool with that, you know, in box, you know, nothing fancy, you know, but yeah, man, it's cool now when I'm older and I do have that disposable income and I could get the things that I couldn't have as a kid. You know? Yeah.
I feel the same way. Like that's kind of like why I feel like why I've been kind of going all in on this Chug stuff, because it's all the stuff that I couldn't have as a kid, all the characters like that came out. You could check off that checklist that used to come like with the figures. You know what I'm saying? Remember that from back in the day?
We all remember getting that Sears catalog or the consumer's catalog, whatever department store was in your area. You get that Christmas catalog and you're just looking at it like, wow.
Yeah, man, that was cool.
I need to get this, and then you get the little catalog that came in with the toys, and that was even a bigger wow. You know, the fold out, like the fold out joint. You know?
Remember the artwork? We would all look at the artwork on the back of the boxes and try to like examine who's that. You know, what is that guy? Is he coming? Who is that? Is that Sideswipe? Is that Sunstreaker? I mean, just those were good times, man.
And you know, and Steve will tell you right now. I always pick the oddest fucking Transformer, man. I didn't go for like the coolest guy on the block. Yeah. I would pick like the weirdo, shitty ass looking color like Sunstreaker, or I'd be a Trailbreaker guy. You know what I mean? Like shit. You know, like I had to get Skywarp because I wanted the purple jet. Like, you know, why wouldn't I get Starscream? Starscream was the fucking dude. I never owned a Starscream. You know what I mean? Why did I get Starscream? Nah, I wanted Skywarp.
Why were you so eccentric as a kid?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I finally get the money to buy a fucking toy, and I'm buying the B grade characters. You know what I mean? I'm buying the fucking nobodies.
Yeah, for me, and then part of the thing that kind of kept it interesting too, like even as a kid, is like we saw the stuff from the cartoons as far as like Transformers, but then when you bought the toys, like figures like Ironhide and stuff, didn't look like the way they looked in the cartoon. And then Steel was just talking about the packaging artwork, like that was very different compared to what you saw in animation and the comics. So it was just all very interesting, because even as a kid, like you're maybe not processing it if you're like 7 or 8 or whatever, but then you kind of like know, like, hey, there's something going on here. There's like a mishmash of things going on, which is what it was.
You could possibly have 3 different types of fiction from that, because you had your comic book, you had your animation cartoon, and you had your box art. And if you look at all of them, it's all different styles. So it's like if you really had a huge imagination with these guys, it had 3 different types of fiction to you, or 3 different types of look like fiction. 3 different looks of fiction, you know. So it just mattered on where your imagination went, you know. So man, awesome. It's an awesome time for us, you know, especially being adults right now and getting back into this. And I know sometimes I put the hobby on the back burner, or just it's very slow for me right now because I'm approaching an end in a way right now. But you know, the passion comes back. It'll be a wave, and then like it'll hit me, and the next thing you know, I'll buy like fucking 9 figures. You know what I mean? I'll drop a G, you know, and be happy for a while.
Yeah, well, as it happens, real life takes over sometimes. People have been chiming in on the chat as far as like focus collecting. Lord Shadowkeeper said he's been focusing on MP Transformers and Gundams, which we always see. He's posting his hauls in the group. Night Chat Wingingham. I think is it his birthday today?
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Happy birthday, Chat Wingingham. Shout out to Chat Wingingham. He's into Transformers. Josh Fisher.
Sorry.
Word up. Josh Fisher's been getting into MP scale Transformers and Gundam kits as well. Rogue War 71 says Transformers has always been like his first love, but he's been randomly getting into Predators and Marvel Legends and such. And Matt Hurd as well says he collects characters, not so much lines, so he's just currently looking for like a good set of records. So that's interesting too.
That's kind of like Steel. Yep. Steel's the same way, man. Like, he's not the type of dude to pick Transformers. Like, he's got to have this line of, if he likes a character, he likes a character. The man bought the fucking Toy World fucking Springer.
I was that one guy.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you bought it, like, he has the most eccentric collection out of anybody that I know, because it's everything. It's a little bit of everything. And if he finds a character that he wants, you'll have 25 different fucking types of that fucking character on that fucking shelf.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked about the figure arts, because I'm like, I don't really see him posting much figures. Like, I see the Transformers and maybe a couple of other things. So it's just cool to know that you're into all different types of lines, like no matter what they are.
You're a big Boba fan, right?
Yeah.
I love that because me too. I'm a big Boba fan. So
did you get the quarter scale?
Stuff, I bought the Django quarter scale. Ooh, I got Papa Dukes.
Quarter scale?
Yeah, man. 18 inches. There's a Vader, Boba, the Django, right?
Yeah. The Django comes on a base, but mine's is the premium format, so it's essentially a statue, really.
Ooh, premium.
Yeah.
That quarter scale. That's that scale most people got to think. That's that scale most people got to think about and shit. Because it's like, I know most people are like okay with 12, but then when it starts getting into that 18-inch realm.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, I'm really impressed with it.
Nice.
Now, of course, that one time you came over, you had that big ass Deadpool. What scale was that?
That was a quarter scale.
That was quarter scale. The Mezco made that, right?
That was NECA.
NECA. That's a big ass fucking figure, man.
Yeah, you could kill somebody, literally kill somebody with that thing.
I'm heavy. Sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened.
The quarter scale. I've seen some quarter scale stuff. It's awesome, but these shelves, they won't fit.
Yeah, I hear you.
You got your fucking, you got
Debbie's,
your back
Debbie's
there.
more than quarters, girl.
Yeah, but that I had to take a shelf out for this. I was like, I don't have the shelf room to spare. Not a square to spare.
Hey, it's a lot more than what you had a year ago, right?
That's true.
Did you ever think that you would have it all up and out there?
No, and God, I really need to spend some time on this room and get it.
Sportimus said super doll life. Quarter scale super doll life.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about Mezco. I'm not hearing Mezco come up in the chat room, guys. What's up? No Mezco out there, Realm?
I collect it. I get it. I get most of it that comes out.
Yeah, Crashbox Customs is the official Mezco supplier of their own.
That's right.
Well,
where were you earlier on that one, bud?
Well, you guys were just talking about, right? How like, you fall out and in the love of things, and the fiction and stuff. I think we touched base on that too last week. Me messing around with my stuff that's been boxed for the last 3 or 4 years of collecting. Now that I'm taking it out, I'm kind of falling back in love with certain things. Like, the Energon Addict came out because that's all I was doing was Transformers for like a good 2 years hard, and eating, breathing, living it, fucking Transformers cartoons, reading the IDW stuff, fucking nothing mattered, even fucking tattooed it on my body. And then I fell off it. I fell off for a good 8 months or so, and it was just Star Wars back again. Star Wars.
It was all those dinners with Pinkerton. That's what it was.
but let me tell you, I finally took my Dinobots out, right? And I played with them all when I got them, but I never really transformed them back and forth from Dino mode and shit. I put them out this weekend, and I can't stop looking at them.
We don't call it
brand new.
We don't call it playing with. We call it inspecting. Inspecting them.
Well, I was inspecting them, and
you don't vroom your toys.
They're fucking. I can't stop. Every time I go in the room, that's the first thing I look at is them.
Yeah, they are fucking. I think it's time for me to put mine in Dino mode for a while. Change it up a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe put them on the top of the DTOFs going across. You know, change of view. You know,
Better secure those fuckers to the wall.
yeah. No, they're fine. They're going nowhere. Kidding me? Mookie and Ori fucking bouncing off them. They're fine. It's all good. If they go, they go. They died. If it dies, it dies. If he dies, he dies.
You got time.
All right, guys. If you guys, I mean, this is a great discussion, and I feel we could talk forever. But we do have some news. We got some the return of the photo segment. You know, a bunch of stuff there. But it is only 8:45, so we got plenty of time. But what do you guys want to do first? You want to get into some of the new segment with Brian Brink? The Googleizer?
The news segment?
The new you know, when Brian was doing the fucking spiel, that dude said, Googleizer! Yahoo Messenger. I'm like... So you guys want to go ahead and go with this one, or you want to do the photos? You know, whatever.
Let's do Brinkalizer's new segment, and Steele, just shout out to Sunday. He says he collects mezco. He's into the mezco life.
Yeah, he's a big mezco.
Love heat.
Yep.
So you want to explain your new way of getting the news here?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help from these fuckers in the chat because.
Chat participation, guys.
I didn't pull any damn news.
No. You can't tell them that like you're doing this out of laziness. You got to do it as of, hey guys, this is a new segment and we want to get the chat involved and this is something we're trying. You know, this is the all new, all different Enter the Realm.
Yeah, because I would have never been allowed to do this if Big Boss Man was here. He'd be like, no, you pick your picks ahead of time.
Well, you know, I mean, you can look at Harrigan. You know, he's got the bald head. He could be in the Pinkerton spot. Dave does look a little bit like Jisk.
Hold on, let me lean down more.
You gotta get a hat.
Where's my hat?
And I guess Steele's gonna be Dan.
Just be angry all the time.
I'm looking at this, and I don't know. Where's the cat?
You're the cat.
All right, so let me screen share here.
So everybody in the chat, man, start listening up. We're gonna be looking at. Remember, the chat has a delay also.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Night of Ren. He says he's in college now. Awesome, dude.
Oh, dope, bro.
Study, make some money.
Graduate, make some money. Hire us later, future in life.
Yep.
All right.
So we're going right to the source.
Yeah, so here's what I do when I pull the news. I go to the Shocker. I go to the Shocker first. And you just come over here, and I click on photos.
Good old Dame shot.
So shout out to Dame, getting us the news. And then what I do is I scroll through this. Great.
Shut your messenger. Hey, shut your messenger window.
How do you turn this off?
Hey, it's like those candles that you try to blow and they keep fucking sparking up.
Well, maybe if I stop messaging you, it'll stop.
Anybody know how to shut this off?
Sorry. Dude. I'll stop. Just hit the X. Just hit the X on the side.
That is funny.
I'm sorry, dude. I was like, that's
now I guess you can block everyone.
Oh my god! Oh, I feel bad for the audio listeners. Audio listeners, if you are not watching right now,
it's definitely. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh man! Oh boy!
You need to.
There is a way you can shut down Messenger.
I don't think.
Hey,
come on, guys!
How come I don't get all these gifs in my messenger?
Okay, let's get with the news here.
You guys are holding out on me. Shit.
I saw Brian's secret chat.
Isn't there a magic button where you can block everyone? You know, that'd be great.
All right, guys.
There he goes. There he goes.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing.
So much for that.
Audio listeners, please go watch the YouTube video.
Yeah, this is definitely a video. This show is definitely more of a video.
That was great. That was fucking great. Look at True Star Screamer wants to connect with you.
Everybody's getting involved.
Brian, you still want to look live for news?
Shout out to the new segment. Yes, it's hilarious.
I like it so far.
You're just here to sabotage Monday nights, you fucks.
Yeah.
BTM invasion.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
So anyway, we're gonna come through these picks, and if you're done fucking with me, you people, go ahead and you can comment in the chat if there's any particular release that you'd like us to look at, because I don't know what's new. Like, you see all this movie Prime stuff. I actually have carpal tunnel now from the last 3 years of being in the realm and all the scrolling that I have to do. Scrolling past the drama, scrolling past the bullshit, scrolling past the movie toys.
You know, Brian, fuck you and fuck wings.
Is that stuff not?
Oh, there's something new right there.
Oh yeah, what's this?
Oh, look at that cup.
Yeah, we have the actual X-Trans bots.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Render.
Oh,
All right, look at that. What's this? X-Transbots cup?
Yeah, it's
I thought it was gray. It looks like it's blue.
It did look gray in those other pictures earlier, right?
Yeah, it looked a little gray.
Yeah, some renders dropped today. What do you guys think about that? I saw a couple of pictures were posted in the chat.
They were actual
The
pics.
face was on point.
You think so? The face didn't have too much emotion to it.
It came off like he was old, and like he's supposed to look a little like a grumpy old man. He looked more grumpy and old in the X-Transbots version.
So you're calling him Dust Cup.
Hey, you're putting words in my mouth.
Hold on. Scroll up, Bri.
I was looking for the cup stuff.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you would think that they would be all together.
Yeah, but
Let's see if you did this before we went live.
But this is the fun. This is scraping.
It's a live scrapalizer session.
Right.
Yeah, just go right to Antoine's joint. Antoine usually keeps his There we
go.
That's another great place for news. If you guys want some news that's themed and whatnot, go up to third.
Great, you just lost 5 more viewers.
Third Party Unlimited. Shout out to them. Yeah, I thought it actually looked pretty good. X-Transbots is usually on point when it comes to like the sculpts.
This looks
Transformers.
Yeah, they do, man. But and they've been really knocking out of the park lately with their fucking
What kind of picture was that?
Well, look at that shot right there, that render. Do you think that backpack is much better than
this
what we
isn't
got
a
from
render.
Fans
This
Toys,
is the actual test shot.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, this is the first time we're actually seeing the actual thing in plastic. So
looks pretty okay. The backpack, I know people weren't happy with the Fans Toys version of that. Like, that one looks actually pretty clean compared to what we got from Fans Toys.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the Fans Toys cup, and I kind of dig this look a little bit more. I mean, I would have to see a little bit more, of course, maybe a side by side.
Those feet look funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's the one thing that was a little odd.
Is this the first time we kind of get like a reveal where they're showing it like with the background and like kind of like an action pose? Yeah, like that's a little bit different. I was
looks like the backyard of Mitty's house.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it a render? I mean, that's not.
That looks like a render to me, kind of.
No, I believe that it said in the news thing that this was the actual test shot. Could be wrong.
What do you think, Steele? What do you think of looking at so far?
I think it's pretty badass.
You're a cup guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a cup guy. I could dig cup. Yeah, he's cool. Onslaught.
Yeah, the last Zeta drop this week. It's gonna be here in the States very shortly.
No,
so
a lot of people are happy about that. I know. I
don't own either one. Which one is which?
The one on the right is Zeta, right?
Yeah, the one on the left is Unique Toys. And the one Zeta looks nothing. I mean, Jesus Christ, their bot modes look nothing. Like it's.
He probably looks
like a cool bot.
He looks the best one to me though. Like I would say, just like looking at that picture right there, like because I feel like the Zeta bots didn't really try to do the bot modes justice because they know everybody's gonna combine them. They're a bit chunky. You got the kibble, but I feel like that Onslaught looks really, really good.
So one of the things I noticed, I don't know if Antoine's got a pic of it here, but The you know, the parts forming with the hips.
It goes all the way up to the mid chest.
We saw it going all the way up to here.
Yeah, it goes up to the mid chest.
Yeah,
and then Onslaught he kind of just fucking cubes up.
Oh,
Goes right in. So there's a right there. There is a picture of what comes in the package, and you can see like the bottom part of the fig is like it goes from the waist all the way up to mid chest. I'm sure he has it in there. It was a couple of days prior, so it's probably if you scroll down a little bit more in his news feed, because that was a couple of days prior to it. No, it doesn't seem like he's got it.
How do you guys feel about that though? Because I feel like, you know what, as long as that finished product looks good, you know, I don't care how they do it. I'm all for that kind of parts forming thing. Like, so how do you guys feel about it?
Things have gotten more lax, I think. I mean, you asked that question 18 months ago, and it would have been like chaos and war.
Yeah,
it's not a transformer.
That's a parts former. Honestly, after fucking with Devi, it seems that's the only, and having other combiners, it seems like that's the proper way to go.
Proof is in the pudding. Like when you actually get that piece, like I feel like if you want that scale, like that's almost the only way you can do it. And then the finished product is just more stable. Like overall.
I mean, still, you remember back in the day, we put Pharaoh Rex together, we put Uranus together, we put a lot of combiners together. We put Uranus together.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
piece by piece.
Wow.
Uranus,
whatever the fuck. But and you know, the one thing we always were bitching about was the hips and the fucking waist. And like, man, there's got to be a better way. Got to be a better way. And Toy World comes over with this shit. And at first, I was a little sour on it, you know. And then actually having the set in hand and fucking with it, and that's the way to go, man. And I know we also, you know, that's the way Brutic is. But then when I start seeing what they're doing with their Brutic, I was like, their single bots just wasn't for me, man. I just couldn't do it. You know, and I did not buy into it yet, but there is a picture on the net where a guy has it combined. There's two pictures, one where he has it not transformed properly, and another picture where he had it transformed. Here's the box right there. You get to see what's in it. So basically, you see there's the waist and the legs and the thighs, and it goes right up to the middle of the chest. And the Onslaught just boxes up and slides in there like God Jinrai.
Yeah, man. So I mean, dude, it's like, do we even need this guy? The whole damn thing.
Yeah, really.
Look, and they gave you everything. So you got like the upper legs, the bottom torso, the feet.
That's why it has a $130 price point to it.
Yeah, but still not a bad price tag. Like, there's figures that cost $120, and you don't even get half of this shit. You know, I mean, so.
As far deep as we are in, what's 120, 160? Come on, man. You know,
man.
It doesn't make a difference. Of course, it makes a difference, but you know,
I do like the trend that that the pricing is starting to kind of get a little bit better. Like what we've been seeing with X Transbots, you know, $40 for the crack up. The other cars are going to be $60. Like I feel like that's more in line with what these prices should be. Like when I feel like you see a figure for like 120 and it's something that you should probably be paying 60 or 70 for, like it's like, come on. You know, it's like that X Transbots cliff jumper, $70. That's not a toy. That's a $40. That's a $40 toy. I don't give a fuck what sled you give him with how many weapons. Yeah, you gave me crack. It's a $49 toy. Yeah, you can be cracking for 40. Yep. That Toro should be fucking $40-$50.
And they just said, you know what? We're going to jump the shark and we're going to charge $80. Give them the extra pieces. You know why people are going to buy it? Because there's only 2 cliff jumpers out there.
I understand the KO story.
Dude, well, hold on. Did you just get a delivery live on the air?
I noticed that it was up there, and I was like, what is that?
I thought I heard the doorbell ring, and you ran to the door.
See, my parents know when they're here and a package comes to put it in a certain spot, so my wife to know what's there. Wow, so
you're so fucking whipped.
You're so whipped.
Live on the air. You are so whipped.
Oh, Brian, click on that back cube thing. That was something that Dust wanted to kind of bring up, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for an album for it.
I want to shit over it. Shit on it. This thing.
Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "That actually doesn't look too bad."
What does it look like? I don't know.
Well, this is part of Vacuum's new Nature line, where they're pretty much making up their own figures.
What the fuck is this thing?
You know, they're doing their own figure line, like that Huffer looking kind of thing that came out not too long ago, and 3 people bought. Can we get a hashtag bankruptcy?
There were other picks.
No, but yeah, I mean they're going to. I thought you said you had this stuff down pat there,
Captain
Googleizer.
People in the chat watching and listening, let us know what you think of the Analyzer's new segment here on ECR.
Yeah, I know it's not, but it sure is filling the airtime. It's all.
No, listen, I'm all for like original ideas. I was a little bit disappointed because I heard like other design from Bad Cube, like supposedly the price point was supposed to be a little bit cheaper, and they're asking for about what, like $80 or something like that for it. That's unfortunate, you know.
Yeah. Because they were like, oh, this is going to be at what, $40 or $50, and they came out, it was $80.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an original design, original idea, look, I'm all for that. You know, we got G1 to death. You know, we have, you know, Transformers, we've been getting hit with these things since forever. Well, so original ideas, I'm all for that. And if they said it's going to be for a decent price point, I'm all for that too. If it's a little bit more than we expected, that sucks. Fair. But then hopefully the quality of the figure makes
it goes down the lines of like me saying like I'm very jealous of you guys that are able to like buy things that don't have fiction, like your Mythic Legions and these Astrobots and stuff like that. Me, unfortunately, I can't get into it, but it just looks like what they're doing here is they're slapping on a color scheme that everybody's familiar with. You know what I mean? Like right away you think this is Cup. This is a Cup color scheme. You know what I mean? You know, the Huffer.
What is this? What's this?
I don't know.
See, okay, so
this is like, what do we have? What can we do with this? There you go.
It's Hell Buggy.
It looks like a fan mode.
Yeah. See, that looks a little suspect. But then, I don't even remember seeing that. See, but that I think some people would be interested in. Yes, that I think like fits.
Yeah,
like
that was them jumping the shark and saying it's a triple changer.
That other one looks like a fan mode or something, but that looks like an alt mode to me. You know, so that looks cool. Oh man, and look, like I'm for that, man. Like I don't know the name of that character. It's something new, but I like the new idea. It's still a transforming figure, and I like transforming robots. So you know, as long as the quality is there, I think I'm open for stuff like that.
Awesome.
I know you ain't. I know you ain't. But,
it's supposed to be the
money saved. Thus is like money in the bank, baby. Money in the bank.
Money for more Marvel Legends. Oh fuck. More line bots. I'm buying 12 more line bots.
What's everybody in the chat think? Are you for like companies like Bad Cube doing original Transformers, like ideas like that, or would you just rather see characters that we know and love? Like, what do you guys think?
The Magic Square Trailbreakers new. I mean, Hoist. Dude, man, I'm gonna tell you guys, this Legends game, they're just fucking printing it like it was Confederate counterfeit money. Shout out to 4 Beers. You know, they're just cranking these fucking things out left and right. Now you got like 4 or 5 companies, and they're killing it with Legends, man. G1 style, killing it, in my opinion.
Dude, the Legends game, I actually wanted to bring that up on a break in the mold. We didn't get to the topic, but
welcome to Enter the Mold or one or the other.
The Legends game has been really big, like, and we're seeing more and more characters like coming out. Like, what do you guys think about that? Are you guys open to collecting that scale? Like, I know it's not going to replace Masterpiece or anything like that, but I mean, these things look good, and there is a certain allure to being able to kind of carry these things in your pocket and take them with you and just kind of fuck around with them. So, what do you guys think?
Like, for me, when it first started, they were very stylized, and I was like, oh, it's cool, but it's not for me. Now looking at some of these designs that they're coming out and how close to tune or close, it's kind of like, wow, this is pretty cool. But then again, I see it's going to be another Marvel Legend. It's going to be sitting in a box, and I'm not going to do nothing with it. But
that's how you feel. That's how you'll feel what you'll do with the Legends. Like you're not
if I did it, they would
do anything
around. Okay. I lose a piece. Wookiee would play in with it. you know, and yeah, they're $20-$30 a piece, and Legends are $20 a piece also. And you saw what that was doing with me. So but they're really nailing it, man. This looks fucking great, man. Really looks good. And X Transbots is jumping in on this too. They're jumping into the Legends game also. They're doing a side swipe.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys want to say. Anybody got anything to say about it?
If I didn't collect Transformers already and I didn't do Masterpiece or anything else, and I was just getting into it now, this might be best bang for my buck. Not only in my pockets, but also like shelf space. You know, just imagine how many of these things you could fucking fit as opposed to what we have now.
Imagine these things in a detail.
Yeah, Dave, I'm thinking the same thing, man. Like, I have a bunch, like, this Mythic Legion stuff's going to take up some room. These Transformers are taking up too much goddamn room. You know what I'm saying? I would love to just do Legends and that'd be it. And there's nothing to complain about with them either. It's like,
still, you win?
Everything's forgiving, you know? It's like,
yeah, I'm looking at it. I mean, it looks cool, but when it comes to a bot, I want something that's a little larger so you can really appreciate all the detail and the components and the sculpt. That's just me.
Yeah, but for them to make it on such a small scale like that.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's another scale to me that.
And the parts count is low, and that's the X-Trans bot there, I think. And is it? I believe this is it. Someone in the that's X-Trans. It's got their watermark on it. So now they're getting to the Legion's game also. This is their first.
Doors open.
On that Bad Cube front, a couple of people in the chat are chiming in. Lucas Backelman said he'd much rather see original characters or takes on characters. He said G1 is boring him at this point. Let me see.
That's fair because it kind of is, because it's at the point where they're running down to the end of the mill.
Yeah.
And, Bad Cube is, at least they're thinking like, you know what, we need a future after this.
Yep.
But why don't you just fill in the spot? Let's get these companies to fill in the spots, and get it over with. Pull the fucking Band-Aid off and move on. If everybody fills the spots, and then you move on.
Yeah.
This was funny. This was. I'm sorry. This is the Prime that we all loved. That bigger Prime, and now I guess there's rumor that it's going to be a Legends class one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it was made by Magic Square, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's no real news out on it, but we were all going on it like, oh my god, that's such a dope Prime.
How intricate this is? No fucking way.
No, that other Prime that we saw, like that's gonna be a real like MP version of Prime. That's not Legends at all. But if they did,
that picture was just right there. That was them dumbing it down, scaling it right there.
It looks
a Photoshop though.
Of course, it's a Photoshop. They're just taking the prototype that they had up there. So either this is just someone that's being smart online, or
they're having fun with it. But it'd be funny if Dutch will get some competition, because that Prime looks pretty good.
Is that a Death Trooper?
Oh, he's got his pocket pussy.
It's a Wolfpack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, but that's gonna be MP. That's gonna be an MP size Prime, and it looks really good. I feel like that one looks almost like the best.
Let's put some money on that. Let's throw a sawbuck on it.
How fucking much?
Let's throw a sawbuck on it. Let's throw a sawbuck on it.
We
decided out of the blue to bet on Transformers.
On me. I'll go in. Real quick, Oni XL in the chat. He said original, as far as the Pad Cube topic, original is okay, but it depends on how well they fit in with other things on the shelf. If they're gonna go in with a full commitment with more than one or two characters, and he'd look at the line a little bit more. So I guess he wants to see more from Bad Cube to see if they expand on the original line.
So,
here's some size comparisons with Skylinks.
The new MMC Skylinks.
Oh, nice. This one,
MP Collector had pictures on his Instagram.
He got to take a look at it.
He got to take a look at it. So
there's something about the feet on the links that's like bothering me, but I think together they look good.
He's got toes like me. It's one way you never see my feet, but it's
get
cool.
Them some Monarchs.
It's cool that they're making them. It's cool they're doing it, but it's not for me, man. I'm really holding out for Fans Toys for that one.
Yeah. Oh, look at it. That's that Wei Zhang combiner right there, Brian.
Yeah,
you're showing us.
Yeah, but
boy, you're really going far back here.
There was Planet X is putting out. They released pictures of something.
When you can't really go by the photo feed, because sometimes the chakra will just share from another page and it comes up in the feed. So you have to go to the feed.
Go to posts. Go to posts and you'll see
posts.
All the stuff.
Posts.
Yeah, posts.
Go to the posts. And get that carpal tunnel ready.
Chat squad, chime in. Let us know what you think of the Googleizer's new segment.
Anything that came out recently, and
if it's crappy, send them a picture of some diarrhea. If it's good, send them a picture of boobies.
Not a diorama. He said diarrhea.
Frank is going to be unfriending people this evening.
The damn shame you turned the chat off. Maybe they'd start sending you news. Not the news you'd want to see. But...
He turned Messenger off, but they're sending him links. So like, hey, these are the pics you should be showing tonight.
Yeah, Planet X did share something. Maybe and I just saw it tonight. Maybe it was on Antoine's page.
True Star Screamer said, I did send him news, by the way. Yeah, it was. I think it was right around the time where it was the mass shutdown. That's it. No, because all of a sudden the dick pics would come through.
Oh, Brian said, "Fuck that, fuck that. I'm gonna do this on my own right now."
Yeah, I did see. I think, was it?
I don't like this.
Was it?
Help!
Help! Was it Deathsaurus? I think it was.
I told Brian. I said, "You sure? You sure?" He's like, "Dust. I'm quick with computers. I'm good." I was like, "All right, you're the Googleizer." But thank you, Brian. I
back to Dine Shop.
I appreciate what you're doing here, bro.
Well, I was hoping maybe people would send us places where we could get other news besides Transformers.
Okay. So if you guys have any other type of news out there, not just Transformers, send out some links in the chat or let us know in the chat where we could go, and not just Transformers and other news also. So Antoine's in there. He said, check the post part. Yeah, that's what we call.
You know what? You got to check the post because that's what gives you the info. For
so these are more.
I'd rather just guess.
These are more. So these are more pictures.
Let's just make shit up.
These are more pictures of their thesaurus.
Dude, we got plenty of fucking channels in the cool table to get your real news from. We're here for it.
Yeah, the Monday night show is we're here for wrestling heel turns.
I can't wait to call my mom up and tell her I got to be a heel.
Oh yeah. True Star Screamer said also, don't forget Toy Arc. So
Toy Arc. Yeah. All right, let's go to Toy Arc.
Shout out to Toy Arc.
Or do you want to look at this thing? What the fuck is this?
Yo, this looks really cool though. They're Deathsaurus.
No, why?
Yeah, but I'm thinking, why is it in with Planet X when Planet X is doing? I know we talked about this game stuff. You know, they're doing stuff from the video game, and he was never in the video game. So.
He was not, but I think it's actually cool that they're kind of trying to fit him into that aesthetic, and it's another original idea.
Someone else is doing one, right? Was it Perfect Effect? Was Perfect Effect doing one also?
Of this guy? This is the only one that I'm aware of.
I think there's two. I think there's
Perfect Effect's making those Megatrons, those Beast Wars.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, maybe it was the wings that threw me off.
Who's this character supposed to be?
Throw that motherfucker in the air dryer. So we see Animami on his fucking on his Google page here. The Googleizer, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't show his most visited sites.
Shout out to
freeze it, guys in the chat. Freeze it on that page and see what he's looking at.
This is my boring life. Yeah,
all right.
Amy.
No X videos.
Where's ujiz.com?
You guys ever go to this Japanese site though? It's like Amy. I opened this up. I opened this up.
We don't want to get thrown off.
Dude, there is some crazy shit on here, man. It's just wild stuff.
Yeah, your stories are dangerously.
Yeah, you start like, what's this? How's going on here? Oh, weird shit, man. But anyways, all right. We won't be doing that. All right, so we're on Toy Arc. So thanks for the advice. We got, what's this? Mayfax Wonder Woman? No, 112.
That's Mezco.
Mezco. Where's Aquaman?
I said we go to UJIZ and look up Leave It to Cleavage.
I think he just released it.
It's a new movie.
That's apparently it's not in Brink's browser history.
No, Leave It to Cleavage isn't there?
What's this?
That's the Great Saiyaman. That's Dragon Ball Z.
So
nice.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z.
Dave, you're in, right? You're in.
Oh,
you're
for
in,
sure.
Right? Oh shit! Look at that! Oh yes!
Still, you're all over that Dragon Ball Z.
I love that.
Brian, you into Dragon Ball?
It was. It's in this thing.
That was the scene he said, "Bon appetit, bitch."
Wait,
was great.
who's making that, Freddie? Who's making
That's
that?
NECA, right?
NECA, right?
It's gotta be NECA.
That's sick.
It
It has a little kid in the front. That's I like
Chef
that.
Freddy. That's a must fucking own right there. That's a must.
So, Jose, what drink are you on?
6, 7.
All right. I can't tell.
I lost count.
How is this like the first time like you're beating me? You're in Dust Mites mode. I'm in fucking Jose mode right now.
You said you were starting late, bro. You starting late.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Gotta
we
catch up. Catch up.
I gotta steer the ship. I'm the captain now.
Any of this new? I know this is new coming out, but
It's already out. I mean, it's not.
these
Yeah,
are just
for a couple
featured
weeks,
stories.
Right now, Chris
Yeah.
is being like, "Come on, guys,
Old
Damn
news.
it.
Old news. Bring.
Can't you get the news
Oh,
together?"
dude.
There's no structure.
How do you get to the? Is there a next page of news?
I don't fucking know what's going on Enter the Realm tonight, guys.
You know, you know what? We peaked with the intro. We had a really good discussion prior, and we're Googleizing now.
We're off the
Hey,
rails.
what about the doll life?
Sideshow boob.
I show toy.
I didn't say it.
I saw boob. Night of Realm said there was a Star Wars The Black Series UK Europe convention exclusive shown.
Yeah, the Hoth 2-pack with Han and Leia.
See, we're asking people for news, and we got Steel right here with all the news.
Oh man, it depends on what you like.
Yeah, we're not just talking
Hey,
Transformers.
Where it
we're
says
talking
what's
about
new,
everything.
Brian?
all.
What's new? Yeah, there you go.
And MMC is making it that source also, guys.
Dave directed traffic.
Hey, Joker. MMC's making a thesaurus also.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Do you see this guy here? BBTS just notified me. Said he's gonna be coming in my pile loot in 10 days.
That's a premium format. That's not the quarter scale figure.
You thinking about that purchase now?
Maybe it's this one.
No, it's not that one either.
Oh, then fuck it.
Wow, $695.
No, that's not no $695. What I paid. So it's just the regular one. Yeah, this page sucks.
All right,
How did Doll Life guys get their fix, man? This
listen.
blows.
What do you want to see, Brian?
The new Hot Toys news. Is there new Hot Toys news?
Charles in the chat
It's
says
usually
Rolling
in-
Steel's the man.
It's usually in what's new, but if you want to just see the hot toys in specific, go to shop and then go to a category.
Oh,
Like
but
Star Wars
it doesn't
or
tell you what's
DC.
new. Right?
Yo, Paul C in the chat. He said, I came to see drunk Jose over sober dust.
Hey, it happens once in a while, man. The planets do align, and then the planets are aligning right now.
Shout out to Liquid Therapy. I was missing on Saturday.
Oh, you missed it. We had a great show Saturday. We had a really good time. We had a
If you
really
want to
good
see
time.
the Darth Vader, you would click on that on Star
Alright.
Wars, and then you.
No, I'm gonna see it on my own here soon. But,
We had a lot of good times on Saturday. Definitely go check it. We had a lot of a cool discussion about the DCU movies and the Marvel movies. Pretty
Nice.
cool stuff.
Oh God.
maybe
Yeah.
it's from here.
Yeah. And everybody, I believe almost everybody was drinking on the panel except
All
for Josh.
life news.
Nice.
Doll Life news. We don't want to see what's going to come up. Oh, Mom archives.
Jesus.
Oh, see, I knew it.
I don't know what's going on here. No.
Googleizer. Oh my God.
All right. The Hot Toys news.
Night of Ren is asking, do we cover Hot Wheels news? He says he's been on a Hot Wheels kick recently. What are your guys' experiences with Hot Wheels? I know I used to kind of buy random ones back in the day. What about now?
They don't transform. Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
I have no.
There's your answer. There's your answer, bro.
Nah, it's just a joke.
Well,
Just
Josh,
a quick point up about Toy Arc. They're the guys that are behind the NJCC show,
Yep.
which is a big part of the R.O.C. culture here on the East Coast.
yep.
Are they?
Shout out to
Shout
Fran
out.
and the boys. They also got TFW 2005.
Yeah,
His
look at
Tank.
that.
Histank.com.
Yep.
Nice.
All these iconic archive sites. A lot of you guys don't know that these guys are behind the New Jersey Collectors Convention.
I had no clue about that.
Really?
That's fucking
Oh, shit.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Toy Arc would kind of be there. I didn't know that they were
Yeah.
involved in any kind of way.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Breaking Thundercats news from 2016.
Nice.
Talk about fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Hey, don't we have another segment?
Did anybody else chime in on anything specifically they wanted to see?
Nothing.
All right.
I think they're just enjoying the way it's going.
Oh, fantastic! I'm glad I'm here to entertain you.
This is the all new, all different.
Keep in mind with Hot Toys news,
It's a one-off. I'm sorry. What are you saying, bro?
you got to keep in mind with Hot Toys news that, you know, once you hear something is announced and you see, like, you know, a partial view of it, or it's a body part or this and that, it's still going to be like a year before it gets released.
Yeah.
So,
It may be even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I saw that they dropped some photos of a Spider-Punk release, right? Is that something that dropped today?
the Spider-Punk. I saw
Yeah,
that, but I don't know much about it. I don't follow that particular property.
Me either, but I noticed it's an extra costume in the Spider-Man game that came out for the PS4. I think it's like a part of that Spider-Verse.
There we go.
Here you go.
Boom. It actually looks pretty good. I'm not into that. Like, I'm like, okay, it's something different, but if anybody is into that, I think that's cool that they're releasing a figure of it.
Do you think they're gonna?
He's from the comics too, right? Like on another universe or something.
It's part
like
of that Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's part of that Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Is that like looks like
The cool, a cool power in the game is that once you unlock that costume, you could unleash like a shockwave that'll just knock back a whole bunch of enemies.
Megatron!
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sorry, wrong shockwave.
Anything that furthers the property, you know, the hobby and pop culture is good, even if you think that the character sucks or you don't like the version of it, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I have this Spider-Punk on my shelf over there. This thing, I like this. This is cool. I have the Marvel Legends.
Is it $300 cool?
No. Oh,
It's never $300. It's always $45 on sale.
Yes, everything's $45 by the way. Well, we don't have that. I don't have that problem anymore.
No, I don't either. So
it's $300, motherfucker. Cheers to $300.
Not for anybody that's into it, I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm not familiar with this character, but Spider-Man, I remember when I first started reading comics, he was, a little bit over 20 years old. Now at this point, over 40 years old. So you kind of have to expand the genre, expand the storyline. Right. And with that Spider-Verse thing, it seems like there's just a whole, kind of like the DC multiverse. There's a whole bunch of different versions of kind of like Spider-Man out there. So for them to kind of put a figure like this out there and a 3D action figure, Hot Toys representation for anybody that's a true fan, it's a great purchase. It's a great piece for them to have. It's great that it's out there.
G to the collector says, I have my Spider-Punk still in the box, and it will be on sale at the next.
It's not my Spider-Man, but I'm sure it's somebody's Spider-Man. So.
There a 2-pack? You said something?
Yeah, it was a 2-pack.
Antoine says NJC. There is an NJC in December, but it's a G.I. Joe based show. It was just released today or the day after. We knew for a while. They are doing a December show, but it's going to be a G.I. Joe show. So in the realm, that's a GI no for us.
There's a
shout out. I think it's a great idea, but because it originally was a GI Joe show, but for us, it's not worth getting the band together.
There's a Han and Leia 2-pack coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, realm of enabling again.
For what? Open up your fucking mouth. I know it's. You gotta try. You gotta try to talk over the Harrogenizer.
I almost shit my pants.
Schnockered them the BX. How many new names can we come up for? Jose.
There it is right there.
Fucking Nate was killing you that night.
Yo, that shit.
I'm like, bro, you got
Hadouken.
I said, you got him on the show and you don't even know his fucking name. I know him as Jose, man.
It was fucking great. It was great.
What is this?
That's the show exclusive 2-pack that we were just talking about.
What show?
I want to say it's a UK show, maybe.
The UK show
there we go.
Ren was talking about.
Yeah.
What are these Black Series?
Yep.
The London Comic Con.
Mind the gap.
Dave, are you in? Have you been buying Black Series?
Allow.
Yeah, I have, but I don't know. I'm not really impressed by the face sculpts too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Han is a little. Still, they haven't nailed it yet.
That Leia looks good.
They got the hair down.
Yeah.
You got her hair did.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, look, it comes in It's like, I thought you decided to stay.
I'd rather kiss a Wookiee. I'm sorry, wrong person.
That's a perfect picture for caption this.
Look at him leaning forward. He's trying to be all fucking, menacing and. Dominating, male dominating. He's ready to smack a bitch up.
You know, we were talking about figure arts earlier. I mean, they nailed Han Solo from the 77 New Hope version. And it's like, come on, Hasbro, get on this, you know? I mean, it's like the third shot at this. Get it right.
Yep. They even the second version that came out, it's even better than the first of the Solo.
Crazy
It's
though.
the same mold, they just painted it better.
It's I feel like, you know, they've done good things with their digital paint, so it's funny to see that these head sculpts are not hitting the mark because they've been doing a real good job at that lately.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I finally got a General Veers. Thank God they finally did that character. And it's like, for an Imperial secondary character, the likeness is incredible. It really is incredible. He's a Walgreens exclusive.
Wait, you have it already?
Yeah, I've had it.
Where did you find this?
I had a seller that I get some Hot Toy stuff that got a hold of it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting for it. I mean, it's not for pre-order or nothing. I don't know where
it's starting to hit. It is starting to hit out there. It's
Cody from England rubbed it in my face today. He said he had it already, little bastard. But
wow.
Anything else you guys want to look through, or do you want to move on to the next segment?
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
What segment is that?
New
Swipe
segment.
left, swipe right.
Tinder with Steel.
It's coming, baby.
Word. Screen share some of so what is it? If you swipe left, that's a go, or if you swipe right?
We're saving that for a different show, Mike. Shout out to Rolling with Steel coming soon.
That's right, coming soon. There'll be an announcement soon.
That'll be funny as fuck if you do that, honestly.
Oh.
Well, you know, our friend here, Rolling Steel, is come to a new chapter in his life. The new the Phoenix is rising to a new beginning. So yeah. He's 26 again.
Yeah.
Right.
That was me.
I knew that feeling for like I knew that feeling for a good 2 months. That was it. Got right back in it.
I have to be careful what I say here, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, you got to be careful here, but you want to do a podcast revealing all.
You know, Rolling Steel is a character. I try to, you know.
Well, as soon as everything is finalized, is the first night of the podcast.
That's right.
That's it.
We'll have a party and everything.
Yeah, we had two guys from Jersey show not too long ago. Had to be taken off the air.
Yeah. Controversy.
Yeah, it might be used in court.
Yeah.
I'm being subpoenaed.
Yeah, right. My subpoena got me in too much trouble already, I guess.
Your subpoenas, yeah. It's the
that might have to be the first episode. My subpoenas.
Oh man.
Swipe right and left. And last time we did a show, I had to. My subpoenas. We'll come up with vocals and lyrics, and we'll do it.
Hey, you gonna do it Bobby Brown style? Like My Prerogative?
Yeah, do the Running Man. My subpoenas.
All right.
Oh my Lord.
We are bringing back. I'm sorry, I forgot I was driving here. I was ready to pull over. We are bringing back our infamous photo segment. We know that a certain person is on hiatus right now, and we're not sure when or if Mr. J. Rules will be joining us again. He's going through some life changes, and some work habits are changing for him. So we decided to bring it back because we want to bring back that love that we had on Instagram. And for all you toy photographers out there that are doing your thing and doing it fucking incredibly great, we want to see more that the hashtag back in rotation, because we've seen a little downsizing on the hashtag. Probably because we're not doing our photo segment. Yeah, so we're bringing it back. Yeah. And, we're keeping it in the same format and a foundation that, we're going to definitely keep it in the Latino family. We're going to keep Harrigan BX may be our resident photo segment guy. And he's got the glasses, he's got a little bit of the facial hair, but
that's what it takes.
little different on
He got
top.
the job because he has.
All right.
It's not in stone yet. This is just something for tonight.
And you got to rock the "Hey Girl" stance in every picture.
Yes. So from now on, every time we do a picture, you got to get on a knee. You got to take a knee there, Jose, for the R.O.C picture. So
I don't know. Dave is closest in height to J. Ruse, right? So maybe.
Oh, wow.
It's
We got
unfair.
Oh,
well, maybe we could do it every week. We could do a different a different. I'm trying to stay PC. This is the segment. This photo segment. It's brought to you by Goya. Comment on Goya being Goya.
Oh boy!
Let's keep it in the Boricua family. Man.
Yeah, the Boricua family. There we go. Is that the proper technology? Boricua.
It's a time for a photo shoot.
It is the time to make the photos.
Listen, everybody.
You know, Dust, I'm really glad. I think this is something that's been a long time coming. I feel like
I've been saying it too.
Yeah, it's been a big part of the realm, a big part of ETR. You know, the photo segment. I know other than some people would say they skip through this when they're listening on an audio format because this is purely like a visual thing. But like you said, there's a ton of great toy photographers out there that do a ton of great work, and I would just love to be able to spotlight
and I'm telling you, it's a major part of the show. It's always been a major part of the show, in my opinion. Of course, it's always been a segment that I look forward to, and I really think that it needs to be brought back. And we kind of shelved it for a while there because we were waiting for J. Ruse to come back, and we weren't sure what's going on. And it's not like anything's set in stone, but like for now, I think it's time that we bring it back and we go forward, and I'm sure the rest of the guys are going to agree with us. We discussed it and we said we're going to bring it back, and let's just go forward with it, man. It's something that we need to go back with. So don't forget, if you want to. Oh, wait a minute! Don't you have something to say?
Yeah. Well, guys, I guess I'll just get right into it, and let me just get my screen share going. Let's share the screen so you guys can see these.
Are you going to say in the same tone?
Yes, the same tone. And listen, guys, hopefully I'm just keeping J. Ruse's seat warm until he gets back. And hopefully I'm not a permanent replacement. So we'll see how that works on future episodes. But guys, yes, this is the segment where we feature photos from Instagram using the hashtag realm.
He needs to skip a beat on that one.
Using the hashtag realm of collectors. So each and every week, hopefully moving forward, this will be the segment where we spotlight your photos on the show. So let's get right into it, guys. All right, first up from Rice Master, we got a shot of Megatron overlooking Optimus Prime, a downed Optimus Prime. Looks like he's smiling and taunting him with a shot of Cybertron in the background. This shot just stood out to me. It looks really good. Yeah. Kind of reminiscent from the Transformers, G1 movie that we got back in the day.
Oh, Cybertron was in the background in the movie?
It was not, but you know what? Just
I gotta bust your balls. It's not like a bunch of
balls. It could be from the Ultimate Doom. Wasn't that the
when they brought it into Earth?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty cool. I just love the aspect ratio of the shot.
So you think that he just photoshopped the picture behind, or is that the computer screen?
I think that's the computer screen.
That might be the computer screen. Yeah. And you know what? That's actually a great tip for people out there that are trying to take toy photos. If your monitor is big enough, set up a nice little wallpaper in the background, set your toys in front of it, and take a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he doesn't use much Photoshop. This is my dude. I love this guy. He takes great shots.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, great shot here. It looks just very natural. You have the shot of Cybertron in the background, but Megatron and Optimus look very natural, and Megatron looks very good with the smiley face. And you could tell that the focus is on him. Optimus is a bit blurred here.
By the way, that's Rolling Steel's favorite Megatron.
It is a good piece. So shout out to Rice Master for this awesome shot. Thank you.
All right, next. Yeah, that's your favorite Megatron?
No, but it's getting there. Here's just a little bit of
He's Kibbly. He's Kibbly.
Hold
Little
on.
ring of collectors, old school action. Just a little piece of
Oh
history
wow,
right there.
that's a throwback.
Yep, that was the
Everybody
old logo.
for everybody back there that doubted us, it was Ring back in the day.
It was a ring before we were a realm.
Before a realm, we were a ring.
Too much to be contained in a ring anymore. So the ring is retired.
And that's actually the why we do the gimmick with the repeating of the realm, isn't it?
Yep.
Because we used to do Ring.
Yeah, ring. Hey, ring.
Ring. I'm sorry.
I remember on that first or second episode, you were like, "Well, Ring of Collectors." You were like, "Man, Ring of Collectors." I'm an old man holding on to older dreams. That was like a great.
My first time hosting the show was a fucking bomb. My intro was the worst. I was talking way too fast and I drank way too much. It was so bad, and that's why it took 3 years for me to host again. But I'm here. I'm here now. And it's patient.
Started from the bottom. Now you're here. Yeah. That's it. All right. Next pick is from DJ_motions. This is, I believe, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Looks like he just took down Goku. Goku, who's face down in the dirt. And I kind of like the pose here, and a very natural, like outside shot. I thought it looked pretty cool. And DJ always takes some great photos, so this was a standout for me for the week.
Oh, I thought they were recreating one of those scenes from Signs, the movie. The crop circle.
I like the use of the environment. That's cool.
Yeah, really good stuff right there.
Yeah, it is a good thing. I remember Bobby kind of brought it up on one of the podcasts about perspective, but here it works pretty well. So Bobby. So shout out to DJ_motions for the awesome pick, man. All right, next up from Shadow.Maru00. This is Tarantulas, but not in his original colors, and he looks like he's on a twig on a tree. Again, great use of an outdoor environment.
Yeah, it looks great.
Blur of the leaves in the background, and cool shot of Tarantulas here.
No, it's funny. This comes up. I've been watching weird videos on cicadas lately. I don't know why.
You're gonna die.
Fucking loud as hell. Fucking loud as hell. Right
Dude,
now outside.
Every time when you hear cicadas going, it's 95 plus degrees outside. And every time I go outside and hear one of those things and the sun's beating on me, all I can hear them say is, "You're gonna die." From when I was a kid, I swear to God, that's what I thought they were saying. You're gonna die.
Yeah, this photo kind of creeps me out. Actually,
it looks cool.
Yeah, it's a great shot, man. That's a really good use of the outside.
Brian, that's what the cicadas in your backyard look like.
Yeah, I know, right? Nightmares about.
Crawling all over your house and staring through your windows.
Yeah, so it's a really cool shot. I love the way he balanced the figure on the twig or the branch that he got there, and I'm sure it was a bit of work.
Sitting there like that.
Yeah,
that thing fell off like 4 times, and he was.
Well, if you look, the top of the picture's cropped, so he's probably holding that.
It's tough to do, man.
Yeah, it really is.
I think he has the foot notched into the broken branch, and that's kind of holding it.
That's helping.
It's all about your cropping and the angle, the dangle.
Exactly. It doesn't take much, you know what I'm saying? Just get a little creative, and you could pull a shot off.
That's
definitely. Here we go, and again with the outdoor shot. This is a shot of Kamen Rider Amazon, and I just dug this shot just because of the way he posed the figure. In that Japanese culture, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, they're big on posing and introductions when the heroes make their introductions and stuff like that. So I thought this looked pretty cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a badass pose.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing is the explosion in the background, usually when those characters made their appearance on screen. So pretty awesome. And subtle, you could kind of see the leaves, leaves falling in the background. There's, grass there. And again, it fits the motif of the character.
Yeah,
again, it was called Kamen Rider Amazon. So that was pretty good. So shout out to Monster right there for that photo. All right. Next shot up is from The Eternal Experience. I think this is Kane Parker, Kane Riley. I don't know how you want to name the character, but Kane.
I just binge watched Clone Wars, and I was like, is this Cad Bane? It's Spider-Man. I think it is.
Yeah, Kane.
He has the eyes and the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If nobody knows, there was a big storyline back in the 90s of in Spider-Man where basically maximum clonage, I believe, was the big crossover storyline. It was called. So a bunch of clones of Peter Parker. This was one of them. Yeah. It was a character named Kane. He was disfigured, a killer, basically like a villain, somebody for Peter Parker to go against back at that time. And it looks like he, became like his own character, maybe like an anti-hero, like Venom. So this is a cool shot of him, I guess, web slinging through the city.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, awesome shot. I love the blur of the city in the background. Again, I'm not sure if he used maybe a computer monitor or something like that as a background, but really awesome shot. And again, it just shows that creativity of a static figure and just having a little background, and you could take a pretty nice shot. So. It looks like Kane's swinging through the city, like mid-swing. So definitely check that out if you guys get the chance. That's from the Eternal Experience.
Hashtag not my Spider-Man.
Well, I was just going to say, I wonder how many people in the chat remember that story arc, because that was major. And the long story short,
remembers.
That was crazy. I mean, Peter Parker was supposed to be a clone, and they had to change it because of the uproar in the fandom. And they made, Ben Reilly was the clone. He got the shaft, but Ben Reilly was supposed to be
the original
generation.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't that go through all the Spider-Man books, and it went for like a year? It was like
it went through all of them. A year's worth of books. I got them all. I was heavily invested in that storyline, and I could understand like the backlash from the fans, because it's like, man, the Peter Parker we've been reading for the past 20 years has been a clone, and so I get it, and they went a little bit off the rails with what they were doing there, but I think Kane was kind of like a really cool character, a standout from that time compared to some of the throwaway stories they were doing.
I'll look for a torrent.
I actually might have it, dude. So if I could upload them, I'll send them.
Oh, all the books in that?
Okay. I got them all.
All 17 gigs.
Yeah. 5 gigs because it went a year long over 17 different books. Annuals and fucking one-shots and...
Yeah. It was like Steele said, a big storyline that took place in the Spider-Man books in the 90s. So, and I think they have some compendiums of that. So if you look in your local comic shop, you could check that out for sure.
I bought enough comics in my time. I'm grandfathered in for freebies.
All right, the next pickup is from Shutterbug Batman. I thought this was really cool. It's of the Figma Deadpool holding a boombox, an 80s style boombox over his shoulder with a Subway.
Is that the Turtles paper Subway, the cardboard paper thing?
Yeah, they had a diorama paper Subway that you could kind of buy with some graffiti.
Why?
On
Just
the trains.
Go to Crashbox, get a Jisk exclusive on the side of the train. That's all you need to do.
So, it's funny that you picked this one. I was going to pick this one too. I was recently.
Oh, salty!
I was looking at boomboxes on eBay, and these old style ones are going for really good money. If you got one in the closet you're not using, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Lasonic with the double tape deck with the disco lights that went off. That's how I started my DJing days, was mixing, because you could play both tape decks at the same time. They would come through the speakers at the same time.
Remember that?
So I used to have to time my fucking acapellas with my fucking it was great. And I was the king of the hit the rewind button, bring it back, rewind, bring it back, and then you started making looping beats and stuff. That's how it all started for me, man.
Yeah, man. That was some good shit back in the day.
Motherfucker D.
I think I had a Casio.
Nah, man. I graduated, man. My first boombox, I thought I was the coolest fucking dude in the world, like 83. Like I said, my mom didn't have much money. It was like one of those one speaker cassette jobs that were about this big. And then I graduated into like what would be a great big boombox, but it was super small and had one case. It had 2 speakers instead of 1. And I just slowly got up and graduated to my big ass Lasonic that took 10 D battery. The thing was huge. And I'm walking I would walk 1.5 miles to fucking Brooklyn with this fucking thing bumping. Go hang out with my friends on one side of the fucking, and then I would go all the way back. And it should be my one arm should be the size of fucking Popeye. You would think. Shout out to
the shit back in the day. Well, just like Deadpool's doing here in the photo, he got it slung over his shoulder, and I like the way Shutterbug Batman has his his right arm kind of pushing the play button.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, just really cool shot. Just very reminiscent of what we saw back in the day in the 80s, but using a current modern Deadpool figure to kind of give you that ambiance and experience. So that's actually pretty cool. So check that out on his IG. And of course, last but certainly not least, the photo segment wouldn't be complete without a shot from lights_camera_tentacles.
Tentacles!
Shout out to him. This is actually part of a series that he's been doing on IG for a long time, basically telling you stories with his toy photography. And this is a shot of Spider-Woman. I think she's holding Kitty Pryde in her arms. Going against what's this character's name?
Is that Machine Man?
Yeah.
Is that Machine Man?
Yep.
Is that Machine? I didn't know they had a Machine Man, but it looks like Machine Man to me. And it's against the aliens.
It's only his upper torso, only of Machine.
He's playing the Bishop role.
Yep. With
yeah. So he's
some extended arms and some smoke and a barrel. It's fucking awesome. There's an alien tail there, like in the background. This dude has just been incredible.
That's the airlock. Yeah, they're recreating the alien scene with Bishop, and it's Machine Man. That's awesome.
I gotta say, he's one of my favorites. I mean, his stuff it's amazing. So
every time it's getting better and better. And
I didn't notice that Machine Man is he ripped in half there?
Yeah. Bishop. Remember how Bishop was ripped in half?
That's pretty awesome.
And it's cool because you see all the mechanical bits underneath, like the torso just kind of hanging loose. Yeah, the characters themselves are in mid-air.
Fucking Spider-Man's Newt and Kitty Pryde. Spider-Man's Ripley, Spider-Woman's Ripley, and Kitty Pryde's like Newt. You know?
Yep. A lot of thought in that one.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, fucking incredible, man. Like Dust, like you said, he just improves on a weekly basis.
Just gets better and better with him, and how he does his storylines.
Yep. I mean, he's telling stories basically through his toy photography, which is like a great thing. I'm sure there's others out there that are doing it, but I mean, this guy is doing everything that he's been putting out almost every on a daily basis. He's an awesome
dude, and he's a member of the realm.
Just think about it like this: he's thinking about a picture that he's taking months in advance sometimes, because some of these pictures, like if you really look at them, like when you say telling a story, yeah, I get it. But at the same token, like he has to say, what am I going to do next to tell that story? Yeah. So he has to kind of put that all together and put it into like a scene like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're not motion. It's just picture by picture. It's
amazing. For our audio listeners, if you want to see these pictures, you could go to the Realm of Collectors Instagram or go to realmofcollectors.com to see these pictures, so you can know what we're talking about here.
Is that Spider-Woman battle damage too? It looks like on her shoulder. And
it looks like she got beat up. Yeah. Look at her. Look at her thigh. Yeah. She got ripped the fuck up.
Yeah, blood on the face, a torn up costume. I mean, great shot from Lights.
He's pulling her in because all that stuff's getting sucked out into space, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're holding because they open up the airlock just like in Aliens.
Yep. That's dope.
Yeah, fucking incredible, man. You can actually see some of the stars in the fucking background. Like, look what he did there. Like, so much fucking going on here. Like, I mean, it's almost hard. Like, I remember back when the photo segments were a regular thing. It's like you had to kind of feature this guy because he's just doing some great work. And but
he was doing such great work. We didn't want every week to be the Tentacles Hour. We could have just did our own segment. You know what I mean on his stuff.
Exactly. Like, so that's why, like, if J. Ruse picked 5 photos, usually you just have to pick a 6th and just give it to Tentacles. Just put the great work he's been doing every week.
Here's something that I think would be cool every once in a while that we do. We find these guys that are in the realm that hashtag and they're part of the Facebook group and they're active in the community, and they pick their 5 of the week. We could do like a supplemental show, maybe once a month or something like that. And they don't have to be on the show if they don't want to, but they could send us their picks or why they picked them, and we could read it off as we're going. You know what I mean? I think that would be an awesome part of the segment also. Not every week. We just do like once a month,
That'd be great, man. That'd be great.
Something different, yeah. Just came up with that idea live.
There you go. Live on the air, guys. You heard it here first.
Through the power of YouTube. Shout out to the fat guy.
Those are good picks, Jose.
Yeah. So thank you guys, and thank you to everybody that is using the hashtag Realm of Collectors. If you want your photo to be featured here each week on Enter the Realm, just use the hashtag Realm of Collectors, guys, and be outdoor angles,
totally
and dioramas.
You guys, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Jose?
Was I boob mapping? I'm sorry.
I know you were in your schmeal, but you totally roboted there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. If you want your photos to be featured here every single week, just use the hashtag Realm of Collectors and be creative with your photography. Take some different angles out what you saw here tonight. Just use the hashtag Realm of Collectors for your chance to be featured each week on Enter the Realm. And thanks, guys. I think it's a great thing that we're bringing that back.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's always something that we always want to do and always have, but we kind of were waiting, and you don't realize how fast time gets away from you. Like to me, it's like hasn't been on a couple weeks, bro. It's been like 4 months. You know what I mean? It's like it's time we just say, okay, let's go on, and when he comes back, if he comes back, we just continue on.
That's right. J. Ruse, I'm keeping this spot warm. Buddy, I'm keeping your spot.
He don't watch. He doesn't. He doesn't even answer us in the fucking chat. The dude's doing what he's got to do. But whatever. So yeah, man, it's 10 to 10. We want to wrap it up. Go through the chat. You guys want to talk a little something before we bounce out? What's up?
What are you guys feeling? Well, just to put a touch on tonight, I know we started it as the BTM invasion, but I really love the flow that we had here tonight, and I'm sure Dave feels the same way. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, man, thank you guys, man. We found out over the weekend that we were going to be down a few people, and I didn't want to cancel the show. I don't like to cancel the show, and it could have been the Dustin Brink show. I think we could have handled that, No. But yeah, he would definitely be like, fuck you, Dustin, fuck you, Wings. After that one. But I had a little bit of an idea that's been always in the back of my mind to do something like this, like a crossover event, and I wish we had a little bit more time to promote it, and we could have really started like weeks prior, like little beef between us, and starting some shit, and it kind of really did start the one night, the Lexapro breakdown, and then we were Pinkerton on Tuesday, and the shit that we, the way we were amping that up, I think great. That was a storyline we could have went somewhere else with, but it was something I just came up with something quickly, and I think we nailed it, man. It was pretty funny, and I didn't say anything to anybody. The only guys that knew were you guys, and once you guys said, yeah, we'll be there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go further. And I said to you guys, just listen and understand what I'm saying. And then, I wasn't sure what Steele, and when Steele says, I'm there, man, I'm like, all right. He was the fucking ace in the hole. If it wasn't for Steele coming in a la Sting style to save the day, And one of the ideas that we did discuss for people that are out there who haven't seen the intro but watch the intro of the show was, I wanted to start the show off with me tied up with fucking tape on my mouth. And I break it and I rip it off. I'm like, what the fuck you guys doing? Who's this goon that you sent to my house? It looked like Dom, but skinnier. Like, yeah, that's Dom's brother, motherfucker. We're taking over. So thank you guys. I thought it was funny, and I really hope the rest of the Enter the Realm guys that aren't here really enjoy it. I thought it was
fun.
We'll find out. I guess.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us and helping us, and thank you guys. I mean, this shows you that we're a huge family, and we all help each other out, no matter what it is, and across this platform that we're having, and this whole media thing of the realm, it's a big thing, and it's going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger, believe me. Huge. Things are going on in my mind, but thank you guys for popping in with us tonight. And hey, Brinkalizer.
Yo.
What's up with the chat?
All right, it's chat time.
All right, look at that. He's got his fucking... Oh, man. He's always
got my realm clipboard. Good to go. So, starting off, we got birthday boy Chat Wingingham in here.
Chat Wingingham. All right, I can finally start drinking some beers.
We got Cabalta in here, who said he's getting his new place. He's getting an apartment.
All right,
Nice.
congrats,
Congrats.
brother.
Man.
Congrats, dude.
I don't have stories for everyone here, so. But we got Antoine in here. Thank you, Antoine, for pulling news and stuff like that.
Hey, maybe we should have Antoine pull the news for us every week.
Yeah,
He's doing it anyway.
yeah, my Rogue War 71, Sam M, Josh F. We got Dare 2727. We got Blanos in here. Walter.
The Black Thanos, ladies and gentlemen. Blanos.
Nice.
Dude, Blanos almost snapped his fingers on fucking. He was snapping his fingers on Saturday and just wrecked the whole world. Shout out to Blanos. Definitely listen to that show or watch that show if you haven't seen it. Liquid Therapy on Saturday. We had a great time.
Let's see. Riverbots. Hosea. Knight of Ren. We had Matt H. Jita. Articulated Figure. Reviews. EE Prime 20. Frogman 78.
Frogman.
Mervin 48.
Is it Mervin or Mervine?
I was corrected at one point because I was saying Mervine.
Because it has an E, right?
That died on the vine, and he said it's Mervin.
Oh, wow. Really? So then get rid of that fucking E.
Yeah. We got BZ Fresh. Eric B. We had Adrian from Australia, who also had his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dude.
I don't know if it's tomorrow there by now, but
It is.
Marty, we have to go back and celebrate AJ's birthday.
KJ Smith.
A bolt of lightning.
Jiraiya Sama 7. True Star Screamer, Lord Shadowkeeper, Sunday Heat, Sportimus. We had Nick Brammer, Brad D, One Eye XL, Lucas B. I don't know, it's new. Welcome, sir. One Eye XL. He said he's finally catching the show live.
Oh, awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great that you could catch us live.
We got Lucas B, the Angry Christians in here. I haven't seen you in a while, sir.
Oh, he's been busy. He's been angry. If I was Christian, I'd be angry too.
That's right. Damn Plastic Crack. Charles is in here. We had Paul C. Noble Young, MP Collector, Paul S. and Frank Harvey.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice turnout.
Chat squad. Shout out to the chat squad.
To the chat squad.
I'm surprised, like when they came in and they're like, "Wait a minute, Chris Jiskin, we're out." Yeah, there was quite a few people that are absent from the chat. Like, I don't know, but
sorry for being a ratings vacuum. You know.
It all depends on how many thumbs down we get. If there's not many thumbs down, then we know it's not me. Finally, it's not always about me, ladies and gentlemen. There are other people on the show people dislike. It's not just me. Shout out to all you haters out there. I fucking see all 6 of you. I know who you are. I know exactly who the fuck you are. Just saying. Shout out to the chat squad. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being on the panel. I don't know. What else do we do, man? You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us? Oh, is that how it goes like that? Hey, you guys doing an after hangout?
Of course.
Unfortunately, I have to bounce out for a couple of hours and do my thing over there with the Cobra La family. But yeah, if you guys are gonna hang out with these guys, I will post a link in the Facebook group. So anybody that's new and it's not been in there, shout out to Gary. Shout out to who else fucking put fucking tips in there? Tim K. Gary started the thread for anybody that has like a Samsung phone or a phone or a tablet. You know, everybody's been asking about how to get in here and what you need. We're going to break it down for you guys really easy. Everybody that has a different format, just drop the instructions on what you do to get in here and what you're using. So people that are new to this, because there's people new every day and they want to pop in here, but of course they're not so comfortable or outgoing. Your unbroadcasted hangouts are the place to be. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get situated. Get your shit together. Because when you go on a live show, you want to be prepared and you want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? So shows like the unbroadcast hangouts after Enter the Realm and the ones that are after Breaking the Mold, and I think Figure Banging does them every once in a while. But these are the places for you to practice and learn the craft, to say. But there is a cheat sheet out there that you can use. So check that thread out in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group and get your asses in here. Did I go on too long? It felt like I really went on too long.
You were
No, you're fine.
No. And you're done talking.
Yes, and I'm done talking. Thank you guys for being here, man. It's all good. Steel, thank you, man.
Thanks, Brian.
Love you guys, man. Love you
Man,
guys.
that intro, bro, gold. Fucking pure gold, guys.
Brink broke my heart, man. All the Brinkalizers out there, the kids, the fight-ins, the training.
Yeah, he is definitely like the old school Hulk Hogan of this shit, man.
Oh man,
You know, he's definitely like, you know,
Hulk Hogan.
yeah. You got to grow your mustache out like fucking Hogan does and shit
Go
like
get some
that.
tanning oil, fucking oil up, baby.
All you Brinkalizers out there, make sure you check your chat squad fucking on the on your clipboard. And thank you guys, appreciate it, love you guys. We out.
All right,
Peace.
peace out.
Hey.
Later.